Back here at Jane Sanders Stadium, the time is now for a winner-take-all Game 7. Oregon and Stanford for the right to go to next weekend's Super Regional Round. What a day it has been as we welcome you back to the NCAA Softball Regionals. The favor in the game that concluded just half an hour ago. Kern into right field and a good start for the Cardinal. And we talked about it in the last meeting, the start for both sides.
Add wider corners. That has affected how these pitchers have thrown.
Payoff pitch on the outside edge, and Emily Jones caught looking. First strikeout for Grind. And so you would think that with these two high-level programs, all of their tradition, that we're due for a close one. And a knock for Mailer into right field. And
with the one who brings the energy to your defense.
It gets away from Cox, and both runners advance. Kern at third, Mailer now at second base. And a big-time opportunity for Stanford. Noticeable strides from last season to this. Team that is second in the land in batting average. High and tight, and right on top of Barry. Popped up. Jones calling for it. And right beside the circle for out number 2. Reestablish herself. Any kind of adversity, and that may be happening right now. Drop by Cox.
Oh, if you're Emma Cox, you want that back. And that is not an easy ball to catch. There is backspin on that. Cox is coming. Will be patient with pitches that are that close to the zone.
And the 3-2 turned on to deep left field, and it is gone. The grand slam, Joey Economides. Unbelievable. The inning should have been over. And instead, Economides makes him pay with a sweet swing to deep left.
And she went down and she got this one.
2-2 to Kaylin Koch. And Grind will battle back to strike her out. But the damage done. Joey Economides, second home run. And batting average now at .415. Slaps it over to Mailer at short. And there's one away. And how big is that?
I mean it.
Well, how exciting has it been down in the Lone Star State as Bouchard draws the walk from Houston. And the Ducks have their first base runner.
In their regionals.
Off of McCoy. And now the Ducks with runners at first and second after the walk to Bouchard. And McCoy was hit by the pitch. Ake 4 for 14 here in Eugene. Fly ball to center. Ballpark will contain it. And Jones makes the catch. And tagging is Kedri Bouchard.
Every pitch that you throw that's in the zone is going to be hit. Sometimes you got to trust that it moves.
And the 2-2 smash to third. Barry in time to Economides at first base.
Both of those home runs off Lindsey Grind.
And a fly ball lifted towards left. Will stay in fair territory for Kyle Bouchard. And there's one away.
You probably assume that Houston's going to have to carry.
3 hops over to Sinicki, fires across and in time. And there's 2 away.
Paige Sinicki
Shift is on for Taryn Kern. Back to the top of the order and off of McCoy, and racing in at first base is Kern, and Riley McCoy remains down. Feet. On the field has produced. Plate making his presence felt. The Oregon mascot 2 rows back. Fly ball to center. And Kendry Lashar ready and waiting. A lot happening early. Inside, ball 4. Inside, ball 4. Back-to-back walks. And Oregon in business for Kalen Jones. Jones to left field. And Chan was playing shallow enough to make the grab. Katie Flannery. Fly ball to left. Going back is Chan against the wall, and it's gone! And the Ducks are right back in it.
Momentum that has just been brought back to their dugout.
11th home run of the season for Flannery. Kai Lushar flies out to center. And there's 2 away.
How about this 9-spot hitter? Katie Flannery sees this pitch low in the zone. Hits it in the sweet spot. Right down that left field line.
Kindling old rivalries. Not a bad thing. Especially this postseason. Lushar to left. Easy play for Chan. Retire the side. Katie Flannery. Early deficits in the postseason. Difficult situations as Mailer was hit by that pitch from Grind. And there is activity in that Oregon bullpen. Chambers has been trying to stay loose, but Stanford is.
The more you're battle tested and the more you're prepared once you get to the World Series.
For the walk to Mailer, Berry into right field. And the first to reach for the Stanford Cardinal.
As Stanford was deflated, and how much of it was because Sokolsky was throwing well, making it work.
Jones races backwards into the outfield and makes the grab. Here's another shot. Left field, going back, Lashar against the wall, and it's gone again. Joey Economides. A grand slam. And a 3-run home run. 7 RBIs for the freshman first baseman.
Joey Economides. My goodness, the extension. Kai Lushar, how close is she to catch this ball? Just does not get to it, but phenomenal effort for the attempt. But you cannot stop Joey Economides. The game face that she has, to me, is everything. The bat flip. 3
regional. All the big plays that have been made by these 2 teams in particular. Sinicki bats it down and fires in time to retire Kaylin Koch. Allie Clements, the batter. Fly ball to deep left field. And again against the wall. And it's out of the glove of Kedri Lushar. Kai was crashing down. They nearly collided on the warning track. Unbelievable. 1-2. Sinecki. And that time the ball escaped, and it was too far to recover. Cut on and miss. Between all the schools, Stanford not in a position to be able to host. As Shaw pops up with Economides at first base.
Good communication there from Economides to call Houston off. Houston going to that ball to try to catch it.
That would be. How about topping that with a grand slam and a 3-run homer? The first postseason regional. Danny Hayes, full speed ahead to retire Maake. Ball 4. Fourth walk issued by Alyssa Houston.
Paige Sinecki's done a really good job. Had a great, I hated walking people, but yes, if you're gonna do it.
They'll get away from Clements, and Sinecki bolts down to second. And the Ducks with a runner in scoring position. Cox to deep left. Emma Cox has left the building. Seven to 5. Here come the Ducks. Jenny, you know that feels good for her. And the other by Cox. Counting for all 5 Oregon runs. This to right center field. And Emily Jones calls for it.
In Hewitt's position.
Fly ball to center. Kedri Lushar is there.
And Shaw is in right field.
A grand slam in the first inning. And a 3-run home run in the third. And all of a sudden the Ducks with new life and a little momentum. Another fantastic play. With Mailer trying to reach first on the. And how about Emma Cox, who made that play?
Yep.
Who just delivered the 2-run homer when it felt like Stanford had recaptured all the momentum in the world. Maake, 3 unassisted. A lengthy 1-2-3 frame, and the Flames won the Bryan College Station Regional in dramatic fashion. As Jones strikes out.
Just the first.
Yes. Have to think there's a little bit of mental fatigue involved. Trying to stay as sharp as possible. Flannery delivers again. Her second hit of the night.
I mean, for a lot of reasons, too. I mean, you've got.
Well, against Lushar, you almost have to throw it before you pick it up to have enough time. Line sharply, that was on top of the dirt. And Lushar ruled out. They're thinking maybe they're able to double off Crescio. And did they? Cardinal think they did. I thought the ball was off the top of the dirt.
And double off, which is what Stanford did there. finish the play. Mailer does pick up the throw and make the throw to first base. And again, they make that throw. I mean, here's the thing though, if that was grounded, if that was a ground ball, and this is the interesting call, if that was a ground ball, there's an out right there.
Ruling on the field has been upheld. It was a catch and a double play with the runner at first base.
And the inning Chambers with 1 strikeout thus far. Serve to Sinicki off the bounce. 1 away.
Pitch sequence there.
Crowd wants the strikeout. They won't get it. Off the bounce, Flannery. And the first time tonight, Economides hasn't left the ballpark. Lifted to left. Luchar is there. And Chambers tosses a 1-2-3 top of the 5th.
Luchar, you've got to face one more time. You got to get 9 outs.
And Luchar swinging a miss. The ball gets away from Clements. And the Ducks get the leadoff batter aboard. Somehow, some way.
Speaking of momentum, though, I mean, if you're the Ducks, that's the momentum you need. You got to make that hurt.
Kedry Luchar takes off, throw to second, and it comes in late.
The call is being upheld. The runner did not leave early.
Brandon, we feel you, buddy. Slap out of the glove of Houston into left field. They'll wave the runner around, and now she's caught between third and home. And Kedry Luchar retreated back to the bag quickly. Hayes came up with it for these respective teams. Straight up in the air, Clements makes the catch. I'm not sure how she found the ball in the spin, and
she has found a way to get on base in more ways than one.
1-0 pitch in the dirt, and it gets away from Clements. Luchar racing home.
That's obstruction.
It's 7-6.
There was no runner by home plate umpire Matt Jacks. He was all over it.
It was a quick call.
Take a look at this. Luchar would have been out, but you can see how Jade Berry, she went to cover. There was no room. She was blocking the plate all the way. You have to give room. A runner's lane, the side of the plate. To cover, you see Berry, no room. You can see the left arm up immediately from Matt Jacks. Might happen for Oregon, but maybe all of it will happen. Who knows?
The answer is yes. Sinicki walked. Runners at first and second. And here's Emma Cox.
Paige Sinicki all day long.
Ground ball, could be 2. Mailer, and she does it. What a moment for the Cardinal. River Mailer delivers in the clutch again.
That's kind of how Chambers works. When she's on, she's on. Today she's on.
Ground ball, Sinicki, backhands, off the back foot. Yes!
Just control. 28 strikes to 13 balls. Great breakdown, great control.
And the fist pump after the strikeout. Popped up. Behind second. To the bottom of the sixth we go. 7-6. Well, it's been a minute since that year. Patman will lead things off for the Ducks. Fly ball down the right field line. This one is off the wall and fair. Patman digs for third. Here she comes. And the throw. Not in time.
Des Patman has been the game changer to me in so many ways. This spot looked like it could have trailed foul, but it continued to go deeper and stay fair. And Patman continued to travel around the bases all the way to third base. Look at the energy in the dugout.
Popped up, foul territory. Canamides unable to make the catch. Right in front of the Stanford dugout. Infield is in, cut on and miss, and the strikeout. Pristaiko battles back.
And a deep breath from Meyer.
Pristaiko swung on and miss, and Flannery strikes out. The leadoff triple remains at third, and there are two away. Freshman first baseman Joey Canamides, and has not looked back. Oregon has battled back. It's a one-run game, right back in front of the circle. Sliding in safely as Patman, and we're tied. Oh, the speed of Lashar pays dividends again, and the senior comes through.
There was absolutely nothing you could have done with that hit from Kyle Lashar. That might have well been a squeeze with 2 outs. Phenomenal hit here, perfectly placed. A slow roller going on the hit was Patman. The speed from Kyle Lashar, too good.
And right off of Kedri Lashar, she'll hobble down to first base. Shaw in right field, batting third after Riley McCoy went out with an injury. Mailer delivers the goods to retire the side, but the Ducks tied up at 7. Yankees. Jones sends this one towards the gap. Running is Shaw, and a leaping grab against the wall.
Looking to someone, they're not usually in a situation where they see their lineup quiet.
A 4-pitch walk. The go-ahead run trots down to first base in a tie game today. And now tied up at 7 here in game 7. Served to right field, and it lands in front of Shaw. And a go-ahead run in scoring position. Great piece of hitting by Jade Berry.
That was a battle by Jade Berry.
Over to second, fielded cleanly. They'll get the force there, and that's it. Members offered a different look for Joey Canamides. And Sokolsky trying to do the same thing. Chop to third. Only play will be at first base to retire the side. And Katie Flannery on point once again. Stephanie Maake, 14 home runs this season. And this crowd on its feet. Popped up right at second base, and Mailer reels it in. 1 pitch, 1 away.
Whether Orch's taking extra base hits, or she'll take a 4-ball walk.
Serves this one into right field for a base hit. The winning run standing on first base on the line. And the Super Regionals. Runner goes, throw to second. Gets into center field, racing into third, Siddiqui. That changes everything. And the Oregon speed on full display one more time.
Katie Flannery. The problem with that is that you then have to face Kai Luchar with bases loaded. Both Luchars with bases loaded. Is that the right thing to do in this scenario?
Infield comes in. Winning run 60 feet away. Fly ball, left field, and it's gone! Oregon walks it off! Desiana Patman, are you serious? The Oregon Ducks did not lead in this game tonight until the final swing of the game. What a comeback.
I'll tell you what, though, Des Patman has been a difference maker in this regional the entire weekend. She has come through clutch and come through big so many times. No time bigger than this moment right here. The Oregon Ducks, a team that has been intentional about their desire to go far into the postseason, knowing that it was going to be difficult, knowing that it was a situation that they had to continue to fight,